time for a little chit chat. But let's eat some dinner because I am tired. So we are going to have dinner and eat some Chick-fil-A, y'all. Yes, I got Chick-fil-A. So let's have a little chit chat. Let's talk while we eat dinner. It is 5:30. I'm home at a good time. Yes, yes, yes. So I already ate my fries on the ride home. I already ate my fries. And we are going to have a radiology chit chat. Oh, I got fries at the bottom of the bag. But I want you guys to ask any questions about radiology. Let's go live. I got food in the refrigerator. I'm supposed to be saving money. But I did not. I hope I did not. Oh, I bought another spicy sandwich. I don't know how I keep doing that. Oh my goodness. I keep missing and buying a spicy Chick-fil-A sandwich. We're gonna have spicy tonight. Anyway, radiology, I just got off. As you can see, I'm in my scrubs. Easy day today. Busy day, I didn't get a lunch. No lunch today, so I am eating my lunch and my dinner right now. And then I'm gonna do a little studying. I have a journal. I don't know if you guys know, but I have a radiology book as well. Let me tag that here because y'all need to know about it. Let's tag those products here so y'all can know all about this radiology kids book. Yes, yes, yes. So we are pinning those there. But let's get on to it. Hey, Evelyn. We are talking radiology here. So some of you have been following my content, following all about radiology. Rachel the Radiographer is my kids book. I have been a radiology tech for over 20 years, and this has been a big whirlwind of a year. I've been doing some speaking, talking more about it. I actually was on a plane coming back from an anniversary party, and a lady was sitting next to me, and she was like, "So what do you do for a living?" And I told her, and she said, "Wait, y'all are the people that nobody believes makes that, much money for what y'all do." And I was kind of like, "What?" She said, "Y'all not the radiologists, but y'all work with the radiologists." That was so funny. I was cracking up laughing. Yeah, let's hide that user. But yeah, so that was the funniest thing ever, was when she said that, because that let me know people are talking about radiology. People want to know about radiology. People have questions. The campaign is getting out there about what are radiology technologists, what do we do? Hello, everybody. Welcome to the live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Ask any questions about radiology. I'm just sitting here eating my Chick-fil-A. I missed about a spicy chicken sandwich. I do not feel like eating a spicy chicken sandwich because it is spicy. I'm not even a fan of Chick-fil-A spicy chicken sandwich, and I was on the app and ordered mobile. Ordered the wrong thing. So, welcome to the chat. I am at home, just got off of my job, working in the hospital as a radiology technology. Shout out to you all. I can't see the name. It's Alvi, I think it is. Thank you so much for being on the chat. Yes, I'm looking at the chat, but I was in the middle of talking, Alvi. I was trying to finish a sentence. Yeah, so definitely shout out to you guys for being on the live, but I am here to answer any questions. People just don't usually know what we do, and also tell you about my kids book. It is a radiology children's book, so it is pinned down here. Thank you so much, Maddie Domingo. Thank you so much. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How many of y'all have tried out this berry lemonade from Chick-fil-A? It's actually really good. It's been really good, but I'm gonna try to eat this doggone spicy chicken. Oh my goodness. It's actually really good. But radiology, I was on a flight recently and the lady knew exactly that we were not the doctor. So I didn't get a lunch today, y'all. I was that busy. Really, really busy. I did not get lunch. So I am so tired. Thank you. You like my glasses. So this is my kid's book. She wears the glasses as well. It's a hardcover children's book about radiology, which is what I do. And this book is the first of many books to come. Check it out. Grab your copy. This doggone sandwich is so hot. This doesn't even make no sense. I don't think it's good. Chick-fil-A need to stop. They need to take some of the hot out of it. It's not even enjoyably hot. It's not even enjoyably hot. It's just hot with your mouth on fire. But anyway. Thank you. Yes. Oh, wow. Yes, it wrote this book. It was a sellout at an event I just did. People loved it. I sold out all the copies, and I've got another product coming that goes along with this. And just schools are loving it. David, where's your chicken sandwich? I didn't know. You didn't tell me that you wanted one, David. I went right through the mobile ordering. I'm going to make a video. I'm going to do a shorts video. So I'm going to do a video that's going to show how I order my Chick-fil-A. I don't eat it often. So I'm going to go ahead and show a little quick video. I'm trying to do some videos. Y'all tell me what you want to see when it comes to radiology. My content is radiology. But I'm going to do some videos that show like after I get off of work, because legally we cannot show inside the hospital. Some people do. I don't. I had some places that I did, but it wasn't the actual patients. Chick-fil-A is overrated. And you know, I was just having this discussion with my husband. When I was growing up and they had it more, the father was still alive, it tastes different. The regular chicken sandwich, that's all I needed. And it does taste different. It does taste different from when I used to go to the original Chick-fil-A back in the day when I was a kid. The same with Burger King. The Whoppers do not taste like Whoppers anymore. And the Junior Whopper, the Whopper is the size of a Junior Whopper. But anyway, you don't have to sub, Alvy, unless you want to. We don't play games around here. I want people who subscribe to this channel to be people that enjoy my content. And that's the over 8,000 subscribers that I have so far that enjoy my content and they genuinely want to subscribe and genuinely want to engage, genuinely want to tell me what they want to know about my profession. I'm not on here for friends. I am on here to teach about radiology. So if you guys are interested in knowing about another profession in healthcare that many of you actually have had their exams, are going to have their exams, or will have their exams in the very near future. This month is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, October. And it's very special to me, not only because of what I do in the profession of radiology, but on October 1st, I lost a very dear friend. We've been friends since I was 13 years old. She's been battling cancer for many, many years. And when I tell you she beat cancer's behind, she did. She fought a very hard fight. And unfortunately, she succumbed. She was tired. You know, your body can only fight for so long. But she looked amazing. So I was just so happy. Thank you, Drew, for being here. I was just so happy that I was able to share all of those years with her, and I was going through pictures, but October 1st is when she went to close her eyes and went to sleep. And this weekend is her funeral. But I was thinking about the things that this is also the month that my father passed away many years ago. So usually I try to stay really busy in October. I try to stay super busy in October, but I have some great things. This is the month my niece was born. It's probably my last niece. Now I'm on to my great nieces and nephews, but this is the month my niece was born. This is the month my brother was born. So many good things happen in the month of October, as well as some things that trigger bad memories. But I like to share that October is thank you so much, Everly. Thank you. She was a wonderful, wonderful person. But I like to share that because October 1st is when it happened, which was Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I always do content on breast cancer awareness. I did not do any, but I've got something coming up. Because I was so busy, I try to purposely keep myself busy in October because I usually get a little sad. So for many years, I've just stayed really, really busy. So yes, so hello everybody. Thank you so much. And Joshua, you are very fortunate to be able to see another year of your life. Yes. And to hopefully you enjoy it with people that you love, that you can hold dear and near to you, and do something fun for yourself. Not just tomorrow. Do it for every day. Cherish every day. Um, let's see. I'm trying to read that comment. So Tavina says, what's better, ultrasound or rad tech for ambivert? Ambivert. I'm not sure what that is. My community college has medical imaging, but I'm not sure. Any advice, please? Please and thank you. I'm not sure what an ambivert is, and my phone is recording me, so I can't Google it right now, and I don't have my tablet. Sorry. So if you could tell me what that is. Ultrasound or rad tech better? I don't do ultrasound. I'll say that first. So I can't say what's better, what's not. What I like to encourage people on my channel is think long term. You have five ways to get into medical imaging. And medical imaging is the umbrella of what we do. Underneath medical imaging, you have radiology technology, you have ultrasound, you have MRI, nuclear medicine, radiation therapy, medical dosimetry are all primary pathways to enter medical imaging. Now, the only one pathway that I mentioned that allows you to do all the rest with minimum extra education is going to radiology technology school. If you choose to go any of the other pathways that I mentioned that are primary pathways, you're only going to be able to do those things, which is not a bad thing. But just know that is all you're going to be able to do unless you go back to school for the others. You cannot do CT without going to radiology school in most states. There are a few for nuclear medicine technologists that will allow, I think it's 2 or 3 states that will allow you to do CT only in conjunction with your nuclear medicine. You cannot go and be a CT tech. You have to do it where it butts up with nuclear medicine because you're truly a nuclear medicine technologist. And nuclear medicine and CT cross over a lot. So hopefully that's helpful. That is how I encourage you, is to make sure that you think long term for your profession. Hope that's helpful. So Paul says, is there any increased risk to your own well-being working in close proximity to energetic imaging particles daily? The good thing about medical imaging, Paul, great question, is in medical imaging, again, we have over 12 modalities or opportunities for you to work in medical imaging. Not all of them use radiation. So I went to school for radiology technology. That was my pathway into medical imaging. And that's what my book, Rachel the Radiographer, is about. It is the first of many series that teaches kids about the profession and how to enter it, what it is, and the career path. So I went radiology technology that has ionizing radiation. But we have safety things put in place, safety plans put in place in order for you not to radiate yourself and also not over radiate patients. Things within the scanner, principles that we apply, like distance, shielding, shielding in the glass, shielding in the walls, shielding by you stepping 6 feet back. So the point of it is when we give you an x-ray using ionizing radiation, it hits the patient. Okay, so once it hits the patient, some of it scatters. Radiation will scatter. It'll be absorbed and some will scatter. The one that scatters can hit the body parts of people closest to them. That's why before we take x-rays, we make sure everyone is out of the room that's not getting an x-ray. We also make sure that the technologist is at least 6 feet away. So that is how you are able to stay safe when it comes to ionizing radiation. Now, you have other modalities such as interventional radiology, where you're right there as the radiologist is doing a live procedure, guiding a wire through a vessel. They need to make sure that x-ray is going live. That's also fluoroscopy, operating room, different surgeries that use live x-rays. So most of the time you are right up on those professions, but you wear lead. People wear lead eyeglasses, they wear lead thyroid shields, lead vests, which cover tissues that are more susceptible to ionizing radiation scatter. Because the scatter can be the problem. It's not what's absorbed to the patient, it's what scatters that doesn't get absorbed. So it hits it and bounces off, which is unseen, and it lands on whatever is around. So if you're just staying close and not abiding by the principles, ALARA, meaning you stay away from radiation, and which we're taught to do. That's why you go to school for this. We have principles. We know how much, not just KVP, but mass to give a person. We change techniques. So we are in control of how much radiation we give a patient. Some machines won't allow you to give but so much for different body parts. So we know for a foot, for a finger, you're not going to need that much because you don't have much tissue to go around. So you're not going to have a lot of scatter because you're not giving that much dosage. Just like when you get x-rays of your gums and your teeth. It's not a lot of radiation, but it is direct to your face. Whereas other body parts, you have other body parts that are simply like you have your breast tissue. So if I'm standing up giving an x-ray, I make sure I wear a leg gown because not so much worried about my arms because most of the time people stand like this. So your arms are back. But the other part is the radiation from the patient radiating them as you're putting the guide wire in, it bounces back and it can hit the doctor, the radiologist, the nurses, the technologists standing there, hit their chest, breast tissue, thyroid tissue, eyes, ovaries, things like that are very susceptible and sensitive to ionizing radiation. So we make sure those areas are covered and we make sure we do not give radiation unnecessarily to those areas, and that you wear a lead gown. You wear lead things to protect those areas. And as patients, you can ask for those things. I understand. Okay. So you can ask for those things and yeah, that's a good thing. So no, it's not an issue to work around ionizing radiation. But when you go into modalities like nuclear medicine, they use isotopes. So they don't actually give radiation. They use isotopes. So what they do is they actually have liquid forms of radiation, ionizing radiation, that when they put it into the patient has to go into an isolation room because they're radioactive. But they need to be radioactive in order to get the test done, because you have to let the isotopes flow through the body in order for them to be able to go to their scan, PET scan, nuclear medicine scan, whatever, thyroid uptake scan, to be able to see where that radiation went to, so you can see if the area is cancerous or not. So different forms of medical imaging do different things. MRI does not use ionizing radiation, so it's no harm to you at all. The most danger with MRI is burning, projectiles, and loud noises because the scanner is super, super loud. What else? Let's get ultrasound uses sound waves, so there's no radiation at all. Radiation therapy does give dosage of actual radiation to shrink tumors, to do other things, to shrink certain things, benign tumors, cancerous tumors, different things like that. They treat in cancer and other issues. What they actually work with oncologists, so look, I could slip my mind who I was talking about. Oncologists and medical dosimetrists who actually employ geometry, calculus, trigonometry, science, and math to be able to say if you have your prostate cancer, they need to radiate that area, or you have a tumor in your breast or in somewhere behind the throat, in the middle of the throat, or in the middle of the brain. They need to get to that tumor and radiate it. How do they do that without harming the surrounding tissues? That's where medical dosimetrists, oncologists, radiation therapists come into play, because these individuals need to now know, okay, we got to give radiation even to healthy tissues, but we have to do it in a way that's safest for the patient. Now, the technologist is not in there when radiation is being given. They're behind the wall activating it and employing it. The patient is receiving it, but there's so much work done behind the scenes by the dosimetrist, the oncologist, and then the radiation therapist puts that into practice, what dosage, the amount of weeks this person has to get the radiation, and they monitor it as the person is going through their treatment. So sometimes the patient may be responding well, and then sometimes they may not be. So they may change it up a little bit before their next one. If the tumor is responding well, if the other tissues are saying, hey, there's a little too much, they might pull back or change the trajectory. Or the tumor, they find the safest way to get to the target without harming or having to harm the tissues that they do have to go through. Because sometimes you do have to radiate healthy tissues to get to the unhealthy tissues. But it's always done the safest way, right? But let's see, good questions. Let's see. Hello. You just ordered something too from Chick-fil-A? Yeah, I had to grab it. Thank you. Thank you. Chicken bone. I appreciate that. I didn't do much decorating, but I appreciate it. They have a CT. They have a CTA MRI once you finish the medical imaging degree. We have multiple certifications and modalities you can go into. There are over 12 within our profession that you can go into. So yeah, it's not just X-ray, it's not just MRI, not just CT. There are over 12 patient direct modalities you can go into. But then there are also, besides that, you can go into administration, education, you can go into advocacy. You can work at different levels to advocate for the profession. You can also work in sales, data analyst, image analyst. You can work in clinical applications. I got more here. You can also, let's see, some other things, informatics, PACS. So many different levels that you can go into having a background of medical imaging. So a lot of people don't know with healthcare, there's so many different things that you could do. My local community college rad tech program, but it has 2% acceptance rate. So I switched to med lab tech and it's just as cool. So it's a blessing in disguise, especially if you're a science lover, LOL. Congratulations, you found something you love. Good for you. Okay, you guys. Well, I am going to finish eating this Chick-fil-A and get a couple things done. I got to do some studying tonight and I'm going to get into bed early. What about you guys? This chicken sandwich has cooled down a lot because it was hot at the oven and it was hot spicy. So here's my children's book, Rachel the Radiographer. This is a kid's book all about imaging and radiology. It is 38 pages, front and back hardcover book. It has a spine, so it goes great on a bookshelf. And this is the first of many books. This is all hand illustrated by a real illustrator. No AI here. Put really hard work into this book. Kids will love it. It's great for teachers, students, radiology technologists, anyone in healthcare, anyone who wants to help their kids or kids around them explore other professions and healthcare. It is such a fun read. Adults love it. And the pictures are amazing. Would you guys like to see the inside? I'm going to show you. Let me pick a really, really cool page in here because they're all so cool. But I'm going to do something I rarely do, and let's give a sneak peek inside of this book. I just got to pick a really, all the pictures are so vibrant, but it's hard to decide. So, okay, I got one picture here that I'm going to show you guys so you can see. And here you go. Yes, isn't this amazing? You can get a copy here. The book is pinned. You can choose right in the bottom there. You can go to my store here on YouTube and purchase it there. You can go to the website. This link in here should take you to the website, racheltheradiographer.com. And y'all, I got another product coming out with it very soon. It should arrive in a couple of weeks. So November, I'm going to be introducing that product to go along with this. So be sure to subscribe here. And this is the inside of the book. Absolutely, it's the cutest little thing. Got a little red glasses like her author. But fun thing when you get this book is actually me. It's inspired by me as a kid. The name Rachel is my oldest niece. She's in her 30s now, but she was my first niece. She's the first one that made me an auntie. So Rachel the Radiographer is who this book is written about, one of my first nieces. And the rest of the characters in here are written. The names are my nieces and nephew and great nephew's names. So I had to make it a family thing, right? I love those little guys and girls, so I used their little names. Let's see. So you could get the book here right on YouTube in my store, right at the bottom. You can grab your copy, donate a copy to your kid's school, to their personal library at home, their classroom. I just met some people in the airport. They got 2 copies as I was headed back, and they were like, this is going in my kid's classroom. I was like, that is so genius. give it to your child's classroom so they can have this interesting book, because when I go to schools, the teachers always say they've never heard of it. They didn't know what a radiographer was. They didn't know we did ultrasounds. They didn't know we did OR. They didn't know we did radiation therapy, CT, MRI. They didn't know. They just thought we took x-rays of bones. They didn't know we have an associate's degree, a bachelor's degree, a master's degree level programs within our profession. Like, people just don't know. And that's why we do content like this, to teach people about radiology. So thank you guys for showing up on this live. If you have not been following me, I have been a radiology technologist for over 20 years. I've done multiple things within the profession. I still scan in the profession. I'm here to educate you, inspire you, help you to understand, if you're a patient, if you're a technologist, your career paths, your questions about the imaging itself. So feel free to shoot me some questions in my post, in my reels, in my shorts, in my long form. Definitely comment here. Let me know what more you'd like for me to make. I'm going to be making some more content, be on YouTube a lot more. And be sure to get you a copy of Rachel the Radiographer, y'all. You would really enjoy it, and the kids around you would enjoy it too. We need to inspire more reading, more imagination, and more laughter and fun. Let's get into it. Y'all have a great evening. I'm going to finish this spicy behind chicken sandwich, okay? Good night.